So I want to help you to understand how it is that the vibration that is really what we are all about turns into the tangible, which you call your real world. How do these thoughts turn to things? How does the vibration become the manifestation? It comes through your interpretation. It comes through your realization. But most humans aren't really all that willing to realize until there is a manifestation that you can observe. And that's what slows everything way, way down. If this time-space reality has helped you to identify a desire as you're sifting and sorting, this time-space reality has the wherewithal for you to realize it in its fullest. So here's how it works. You may not like this, but here's how it works. Source knows everything about you, everything that you want, and is rooting for you to get it, and is offering a vibrational signal, a very vivid, very clear, very high frequency, very non-resistant vibrational signal. When you're in the vicinity of it, you are able to translate that signal into meaningful things. Esther is receiving that signal now and is translating it into this physical word equivalent for you. So you have the ability to do that too. Most of you don't know that you do, but you do. So here's this signal. And when you tune to it, Esther tuned to it through meditation, through quieting her mind, through stopping thought. As she stopped thought, the vibration that is natural to her began to become dominant. And so over a period of time, her vibration raised to reach the frequency of the vibration that is us, which makes our communication in an environment like this seamless. Now, it's not always seamless for Esther. She can be in a bad mood and not hear us too. But she does know when she's in a bad mood that she's not hearing us. And she does know that her first order of business is to do whatever it takes, even if it's to take a nap, to stop the conversation about whatever it is that's holding her in that resistant place where she cannot hear us. So here's this vibration always being offered to you. The question is, are you in the receptive mode? That is a key phrase here. Are you in the receptive mode? Are you able to translate that vibration into something that's meaningful? So the first thing that you will translate it into, if you are in the receptive mode, is an idea will occur to you. You know that feeling when you say, I just got the best idea. That's what that is. You were in the receptive mode. Didn't stay there very long, most of you. But you were for a moment in the receptive mode, and the idea came before you shot the idea in the foot by the reality that is surrounding you. You know what we're talking about, don't you? So that idea comes, and with that idea, with that, let's say it like it is, with that you translating, because you're in the receptive mode, the vibration into a thought, you realized it. It was always being revealed to you. In other words, it's not you waiting around for the revelation. The revelation is there all of your waking moments. The revelation is there. The question is, are you in the receptive mode? And the answer is, sometimes you are and sometimes you're not. And the better you feel, the more you are, and the worse you feel, the more you're not. It really is that simple. So here comes this thought, this idea, and right along with it, so close with it that you think that it happens simultaneously. You feel the emotion of it, because the emotion of it is the indicator of the gap between the vibration of your thought and the vibration of the thought of the source within you. So when you feel elation, you're right there. There's no gap. You're right there. And that's why you received that thought. That's why that idea was so strong. And unless you do something to add resistance to the idea, you could stay on the wavelength of that idea and you could carry it out to its full fruition. And you know that because you've done that on some occasions. So the thoughts are turning to things. The vibration is turning to thought. Now it's a thought. The question is, how long will that thought sustain? How long will you hold the frequency of this great idea? Well, the answer to that usually lies in, how long will it take you to tell somebody else about it who doubts it? Because most of you start talking about your ideas before there is enough momentum in them, so there's no evidence of them. You know those people that you call dreamers, those people that have their head in the clouds, those people who never come to any fruition, but they've always got another great idea. You know why it doesn't come to fruition? You talk them out of it, or others like you. Because you're gauging what their current success is going to be based upon what their past success has been. And since you haven't seen that much success in them or in yourself, then this new idea usually gets squashed. Jerry wrote a paper many years ago He taught it to people in financial business that he was mentoring to try to help them to begin to believe more in their prosperity. And his paper was entitled, "Keep Your Ideas to Yourself Until They Are Fully Developed." Because he knew people were getting ideas and then they'd talk to other people about them before they had vibrational momentum. And it's so easy to talk yourself out of a really good idea before it has any vibrational momentum. And you know why it doesn't have any vibrational momentum? Because you think about it, but then you think about the absence of it. You kill the momentum with the contradictory thought. Well, cut that out. If you would not do that, if you could find some way to believe in your desires, to believe in your ideas longer, to hold the doubt at bay, to replace the doubt with belief. So what does that require? That requires, first of all, knowing what we just told you, knowing that it is a vibrational reality that will come to fruition, but you've got to coax it along. No, it isn't that you've got to coax it along. You're not the energy that makes it happen. The energy that creates worlds is the energy that makes it happen. You don't have to coax it along. You just have to stop killing it. You just have to be more optimistic, which means in those early stages, usually you want to be more general about it. The more general you are, the less likely you are to introduce resistance to the idea. So here's this vibration that you are now translating into an idea. So you want to do everything you can to keep that idea alive. And if it begins to wane, if it begins to peter out, if it begins to lose its momentum, if you begin to doubt it, it's time for you in that moment to stop talking about it, stop thinking about it. Because at that point, the more you talk about it, the more you introduce more of the contradictory energy to it. Do you know, you could give birth to an idea, never think about it again, and it would come to full fruition. It's just not logical that you won't think about it again. And the things you care about most are the things that you think about most, and the things that you think about most are usually the things that you introduce the most resistance to, because you are worry-wart.